Well, welcome back. Here we are at episode 11 of Almost Live from the Stoughton Opera House, and we have the Oak Street Ramblers with us here tonight, and well, here it is, the second week of May, and you know what that means. Here, I gotta, hang on a second, I have a prop. It's a bit wrinkly because it just came today in the mail, because it's set my week here in Stoughton. That's right, so you all come out, we're gonna be celebrating the Constitution Day in Norway, all right? So we'll be right here celebrating that. So you can come on out and we have a couple of shout outs. We're gonna shout out to Bayfield County. We're gonna shout out to Door County because they are now approaching 60% of their county vaccinated. Now here in Dane County, we're only at 52%, but you know what the CDC said today? We don't need to wear these masks quite so much anymore. So congratulations, everybody. Go get vaccinated. You people in the Dells, what's going on? You got people coming in from Illinois, and you need to have that shot. So circle, dot, get your COVID shot. Get no cooties here. Whew, okay, there's that whole spiel. So today, my picture was in the Wisconsin State Journal on page 3, they're A3. Me and the boys were picking outside, so you always know it's a good day when your picture and your name are in the paper and they're not in the police log or the obituaries. And it wasn't in either of those, so there you go. We were famous in our own minds again. Now, so it's a good day, and it's a good day here at the Opera House. We have the regular crew here. We have Victoria. She's going to be doing some of the stuff online, chatting with you on the YouTube, so you can send her a note, and she's going to put in a little link that if you want to make a donation, you can do that too. And I think we have a raucous crowd with us. Is that true? So we have Julie here. Is that true? All right, and I think Josie's here too, so we have like a dual raucous crowd tonight. We also have David back in the back, Paul up on doing the lights. We have downstairs, we have Bill and Bear and Maggie and Greg. Did I forget anybody? Whew, I think I got the whole darn crew, and tonight we have a very special night because we have the Oak Street Ramblers here. They've been a fixture on the east side of Madison, bringing joy and bluegrass to the community. Again, they've been playing together 18 or more years. Their kids were just little kids when they started, and now the kids are going to college. They've watched their families grow up. They've always done that family-oriented music, and it's great bluegrass. We've seen them grow not only as their children grew, but them as musicians and them as a band. So, folks, welcome to the stage of the Stoughton Opera House, the Oak Street Ramblers.
comes around here no more. I went searching for the peak outside your valley. I went looking for the key outside your door. And I put a hurtin' on the bottle. Baby, now I'm blind enough to see. I've been drinking whiskey like it's water. Well, that don't touch the pain you put on me. Drinking from the well of inspiration, and it's all falling on these wasted years. I put a hurtin' on the bottle. Baby, now I'm blind enough to see. I've been drinking whiskey like it's water. Well, that don't touch the pain you put on me. I've been drinking whiskey like it's water. Oh, well, that don't touch the pain you put on me.
All right, as Bobby said, we are the Oak Street Ramblers all the way from east side of Madison. We're really happy to be here tonight. Thank you to Bill and the Stoughton Opera House, Victoria, David, Greg, Bear, Maggie, Paul, all y'all. Thank you all very much for having us here tonight. Appreciate it.
I've been walking in my sleep, counting troubles instead of counting sheep. Where the years went, I can't say. I just turn around, gone away. And I've been sifting through the layers of dusty books and faded paper that tell a story I used to know. It was one that happened long ago. It's gone away in yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside, where the rivers change direction across the Great Divide. Now I heard the owl calling softly as the night was falling with a question, and I replied, but he's gone now across the borderline. He's gone away yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside, where the rivers change direction across the Great Divide. finest hours I've ever seen is the one that comes between the edge of night and the break of day. It's when darkness rolls away, and it's gone away in yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside, where the rivers change direction across the great divide. And it's gone away in yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside, where the rivers change direction across the great divide. Where the rivers change direction across the great divide. Thanks so much, everyone. It's a Kate Wolf song. I'm going away, my baby. I'm gonna leave you, honey, now. Them trains pass by as you lay sleeping. I'm gonna write you a letter on a dusty boxcar wall. The only two things a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time that he's satisfied is when he's on the drunk. I'm going away, my baby. I'm gonna leave you, honey, now. Them trains pass by as you lay sleeping. I'm gonna write you a letter on a dusty boxcar wall. Loved a boy in Cincinnati. I once loved a boy in sunny Tennessee. But them city boys, they'll cause you grief and sorrow. And a country boy's as good as he can be. I'm going away, my baby. I'm gonna leave you, honey, now. Them trains pass by as you lay sleeping. I'm gonna write you a letter on a dusty boxcar wall. finest train ride I ever see. They'll put a silver spike upon my gravestone and the casket beneath the weeping willow tree. I'm going away, my baby. I'm gonna leave you, honey, now. Them trains pass by as you lay sleeping. I'm gonna write you a letter on a dusty boxcar wall. I'm gonna write you a letter on a dusty boxcar wall. I'm gonna write you a letter on a dusty boxcar wall.
So this is about the first time we played on a stage for almost 15 months. So this feels really, really good. And it's I've never played in front of a friendlier crowd. I can't vouch what you guys are doing at home. Maybe it's really, really, really awful out there. But in here, just there's a whole lot of love. So we appreciate it. But we've been playing. We've been finding ways to play in backyards and masked up when we can. And we've got a bunch of new material that we're working on and we're going to debut, and this is one of them. So this is an appropriate number for the times. This is a song called I've Endured.
Born in the mountains several years ago, I climbed the hills and valleys through the rain and snow. Seen that lightning flash and I heard that thunder roll. I've endured, I've endured. How long can one endure? Barefoot in the springtime, on into the fall. Too many mouths to feed, couldn't clothe us all. Went to church on Sunday to learn that golden rule. I've endured, I've endured. How long can one endure? I've worked for the rich and I've lived with the poor. I've seen many a heartache and I'll see many more. I've lived, loved, and sorrowed, been to success's door. I've endured, I've endured. How long must one endure? I've endured, I've endured. How long must one endure?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I will. Wait, before we get started, let me just say that this is one of my favorite songs we're going to play here. This is a Bill Monroe number. We opened our set at the Majestic Theater to a full house about, what, 3 years ago with this one? 2.5 years now, maybe? But kick her off, Tina. This one's called Blue Night.
Usually your stories are much longer than that.
My stories are usually much longer than that, yeah.
That's all me.
Okay.
Parched.
Gotcha.
The 'cause my love is gone blue night, blue as I can be. Blue night, I'm all alone. I used to call you on the telephone home. I used to call and it made you glad, and now I call and it makes you mad. Blue night, I'm all alone. Blue night, all by myself. Since you put me on the shelf, if there's just one thing you should know, you're gonna reap just what you sow. Blue night, all by myself. Blue night, all by myself.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for listening, wherever you are. Super, super awesome to be back on stage with this awesome band after almost 15 months. Yeah, it's pretty special. It's a great, great building to be playing in, too. 120-year-old buildings. Pretty sweet. Anyway, we're going to do a song here that's pretty special to us. I work at the Harmony Bar on the east side of Madison, and my good friend and patron Bill Sumner frequents me at the bar, and he brings me a lot of poetry, and he brought me this poem and said I could put music to it. So this is about a matriarch, and this one's called The Tennessee Wildflowers. Papa, don't plow the hillside, let it rest in peace this year. Cotton and tobacco will ruin the soil, I fear. But that's not all that we despoil by turning up the land. It's Mama's little heaven, she planted it by hand. From our kitchen window, like a picture on the wall, bee-balm and the blazing star through color clear to fall. You two would hoot and holler about that upright lawn. My mama won the kids' hide, it was her garden's home. Daddy, leave the hillside in its black-eyed Susan cover. What better way to show your love and reverence for my mother? Daddy, leave the hillside in its black-eyed Susan cover, for there's no greater way to show your reverence for my mother. Right here in Tennessee, from here she'll never stir. Yet I know the market's wanting corn, a few more bushels per. Well, you gotta steer John Deere to the bottom land beyond the stands of fir. Leave Moss hillside undisturbed is her wish, what she'd prefer. Papa, don't plow the hillside, let it rest in peace this year. Cotton and tobacco will ruin the soil, I fear. But that's not all that we despoil by turning up the land. It's Mama's little heaven, she planted it by hand. Daddy, leave the hillside in its black-eyed Susan cover. What better way to show your love and reverence for my mother? Daddy, leave the hillside in its black-eyed Susan cover, for there's no greater way to show your reverence for my mother.
Susan cover. What better way to show your love and reverence for my mother? And Daddy, leave the hillside in its black-eyed Susan cover. For there's no greater way to show your reverence for my mother.
This next one is an original that I wrote. It's pretty special right now. I've spent a lot of my life out in Washington, a lot of my life in Madison, and I've done a lot of cross-country road trips. This one came to me on one of those road trips. And I'll be taking another one soon to head back out to the Cascade Mountains. So this one has a lot of meaning right now. It's called On My Way Back Home.
Goodbye, my beautiful friends. I see you're headed down that road again. May the blinding sun dry up all your tears and hold you close until those far gone years. Like the creeks we swam in yesterday, the ocean calls us down its cold highway. Let's make plans to meet in 20 years. I hear your voice and I see your face, it's so clear. And on my way back home, I will think of you. And the years gone by, on my way back home. On my way back home. Well, that road to heaven, it's not paved in gold. It's just a beat up old dusty back to road. The chains that bind us, they can't keep us down. It's just the wheels pushing on the ground. So fire that engine up and come what may. You keep getting lost until you find your way. Breaking down is the worst case, you know. 'Cause when you're broken down, there ain't nowhere to go. And on my way back home, I will think of you. And the years gone by, on my way back home. On my way back home. On my way back home, I will think of you. And the years gone by, on my way back home. On my way back home, I will think of you. And the years gone by, on my way back home. On my way back home. On my way back home.
stuck that landing.
Hey, that's Mark Schlut on the banjo, folks. Mark Schlut on the banjo. All right, we got a couple more songs we're gonna play. I kind of think this is like a thematic end of the set. It's about like two sides of the same coin, and that coin is love. So, the first. I didn't want a mic, but Bobby Batico gave me one.
Get that mic out of his hands.
He's our poet.
Sound engineer, please.
Yeah. No, this is a true story, right? The first one is about someone who's living a good life that's laid low by love, and then the follow-up's going to be someone who's living a bad life that's raised up by love. So there's something to it.
Some symmetry.
I don't know that word, but yes.
Never would have hitchhiked to Birmingham if it hadn't been for love. Never would have caught the train to Louisiana if it hadn't been for love. Never would have walked through the blinding rain without $1 to my name if it hadn't been for love. Never would have seen the trouble that I'm in if it hadn't been for love. I would have been gone like a wayward wind if it hadn't been for love. Nobody knows it better than me. I would not be wishing I was free if it hadn't been for love. Four cold walls against my will. At least I know he's lying still. Four cold walls without parole. Lord have mercy on my soul. Never would have gone to that side of town if it hadn't been for love. Never would have took a mind to track him down if it hadn't been for love. Never would have loaded up my 44 and put myself behind a jailhouse door if it hadn't been for love. Four cold walls against my will. At least I know he's lying still. Four cold walls without parole. Lord have mercy on my soul. Never would have hitchhiked to Birmingham if it hadn't been for love. Never would have caught the train to Louisiana if it hadn't been for love. I never would have picked up my 44 and put myself behind a jailhouse door if it hadn't been for love. If it hadn't been for love. If it hadn't been for love.
got one more song in the first set.
I had it all planned out before you met me. Was gonna leave early, so swiftly. Maybe in a fire or crash off a ravine. People would weep, how tragic so early. I was gonna die young. Now I gotta wait for you home. Now I gotta wait for you home. Now I gotta wait for you home. I was a firecracker, baby, with something to prove. Now I gotta contend with the living blues. I could have missed it, I never knew. Chain reaction, but you're holding the fuse. I was gonna die young. Now I gotta wait for you home. Now I gotta wait for you, honey. Now I gotta wait for you, honey. Oh, I don't mind. I got the fiery electric light so bright, so wild. It's not like I chose, not like I tried. But now I'm gonna sit around and watch you burn so bright. I was gonna die young. Now I gotta wait for you home. Now I gotta wait for you, honey. Now I gotta wait for you, honey. I was gonna die young. Now I gotta wait for you, honey. Now I gotta wait for you, honey. Now I gotta wait for you, honey. I had it all planned out before you met me. I had a plan, you ruined it completely. Had it all planned out before you met me. I had a plan, but you ruined it completely.
Well, that was some first set, and the Oak Street Ramblers will be back for a second set, and we'll get to talk to Mark about his hair extensions too, because there's been some comments in the chat about your hair there, Mark. Next week we have episode 12, and we have Harmonious Whale here doing that Django Reinhardt jazz. So please join us then, and then the week after that, Stoughton's own Fendrick and Peck will be here for episode 13. Then the first week in June, we have a reader's special. We have a book release party. The book's called Bone Broth. It's a debut novel from Lindsay Ellis. So we have some readings from the author, and we also have a special musical guest, the Donna Woodall Jazz Trio from Milwaukee. So please join us for that. Now, of course, as always, we want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank the friends and the patrons of the Stoughton Opera House and let you know that there's music happening here. And as we throw our masks up in the air, we're getting ready for music here in the fall. We also want to thank the Sugar Maple Music Festival that'll be going on in August. And also in August, in fact, Saturday, August 21st, it's the Gandy Dancer Festival, who's our special sponsor tonight. This year, they have quite a lineup. I'm going to read you the whole lineup, just so you know. It's a Saturday, the 21st, and it's out there in Mazomanie. There you go. So you can check this out, and the lineup is the Soggy Prairie, Art Stevenson and Highwater, the Kevin Prater Band, a couple of new acts now, Lion Purcell and Cane Mill Road from down in North Carolina, and then from out in Colorado, Meadow Mountain. So that's a lineup for this year. So make sure you get online and go check them out. In fact, you can check it out right now, because here's a little video about what the Gandy Dancer Festival looks like. Well, welcome back, everybody. We are thrilled to have you back here at the Stoughton Opera House. Well, we can't wait for you to be here in person, but until then, we got the Oak Street Ramblers here. So my understanding is that after almost 20 years, we're calling it quits. Who's going to talk? Uh-oh. It's a silent
Yeah,
bunch.
I've been in the band for, 18 years plus. My daughter who's sitting over there, she was in diapers still, was 6 months old when we started playing. And this, we've been, different lineups, but this lineup's been together for a few years now. And yeah, we're, for the, the lifespan of a local band, 20 years is pretty good. So we'll take it. It's been a good run. We got a good May ahead of ourselves.
My only regret is we have not outlasted the Cork and Bottle String Band.
Well, you'd have to get walkers. It could be that long while they're together.
They're the Lou Gehrig of bluegrass, though.
So what is next? So,
Well, do you want to talk, Andy, about what you got? You got the most
First of all, I
exciting
was gonna
story.
say, I'm the baby of the band. I've only been in the band for 3.5 years, but I met Jeff at the malt house, and we were just talking about beer and struck up a conversation, and here we are 3.5 years later, and it's been an absolutely awesome 3.5 years with these guys. Had some awesome memories. But yeah, I am moving back to the Cascade Mountains where I used to live, so. But we're definitely going to get together again and probably do some holiday shows around Madison, so
oh,
we're
that'd be great.
looking forward to that.
So over those 18 years, there must be some highlight or some story that hasn't been told yet that you need to tell everybody. Huh?
I didn't know you wanted the secret stories.
Well,
Well, we were thinking about this. We were taken surprised by this question, and so we got two that came out, like two highlights. Not so many stories have been told, but one thing that I'll say is that it's been one of the best things about being in this band is just meeting so many really good people, getting to meet the people on the stage, obviously, but getting to play with all these musicians, and just it's been terrific. So one real clear memory for me was a highlight is that our second album came out, recorded by the guys that are doing sound here, Greg and Andy, and we had a CD release party for that at the High Noon, and it sold out the High Noon, which is pretty cool, man. That might go on my tombstone. The second thing is that we configured it for every song that we played. In between that, we brought up a guest artist, included Mr. Batico here, came up and performed with us, and all our friends played, and it was just like a tremendously joyous night. So that was a real, when I look back at it, a real highlight. And we got more recently.
Yeah, actually, I made reference to this show during the first set. We had an opportunity to play the Bluegrass Fest at the Majestic Theater, and that particular night it was sold out. Taking that stage in front of about 1,000 very attentive and screaming people, that was a rush like I've never felt in my life, and so yeah, that really stands out for me. What do you think, Ian?
It sure is a pleasure to be able to play in this space, too. Thank you so much, Bobby, for having us here. Everybody involved, we really appreciate it. It's a treasure.
so I know that there must be some product left over. So there's going to be a big. So you have a couple more shows coming up. We better talk about that.
We do, yeah. So this is starting a string of not having played for 15 months. We're gonna try to do it right now that playing live is something that's happening again. So we have a couple shows coming up that we'd love to see folks out at. We're playing the Tyranina, which is a favorite place of ours to play. Big sponsor of the Sugar Maple Music Festival as well. So they're good friends of music and in this part of the world. And we're playing there on Friday the 21st at 6 o'clock, May 21st. And then we're going to play, the Harmony's been our home base for a few years now. We love the people there, and Andy bartends there, and their patrons write us songs, so we like that place. We're going to be there on Wednesday, is it the 28th, is it? 26th, Wednesday, May 26th, we'll be there. And in the back patio, it'll be acoustic, and it'll be like hanging out with all our friends. It'll be really nice.
Well, excellent.
And the merch, yeah, we have, we're brought out of shirts, and we've sold out completely nearly of our first album. We should have pressed more than 25, but there you go. But our second album, we online, check it out. We have a buy one, get 17 free sale going on. OakStreetRamblers.com, make us an offer. Take 20, yeah, it's yours. It's a million seller?
It's a million seller. There's a million of them in Jeff's cellar.
I'm hoping that you have a whole nother set for us. Is that true?
Whole nother set. Yeah,
That's-
we do. Thank you so much, and thanks
All
to those
right.
that are hanging out with us at home. We appreciate it. This is like as Ian said, this is one of my bucket list moments to be on the stage and to be playing with some of my best friends in the world. Is just I can't even talk about it because I'll start crying.
All right, here they are, the Oak Street Ramblers.
So that song's the St. Anne's Reel, and we learned that as soon as the pandemic started and we were not able to get together, I started playing fiddle tunes on the mandolin, and that was one of the first ones that I learned, and I made a recording of it, and I sent it around to the band, and everybody recorded a part, and we assembled it, and it was like the pandemic thing that everyone was doing at that time, and so I'll always think about that song in that context, and playing with these guys was awesome. Playing with these guys, but without being able to see them and be in the same room, was the coolest thing we had for a while. And after a while, we all got together in the same room, and that was awesome. Because we learned a song we never played before.
All right, this next song is a Utah Phillips number, and he wrote this one night after having several drinks, and he recorded it, and the next day got into the hands of some other people, and I guess when he listened to it, he thought it was so awful that he never actually performed the song, but it was too late. It had already gotten out, so other people ended up performing the song. So I changed the gender in this one in favor of women, and this one's called Rock, Salt, and Nails. By the banks of the river,
where the willow hang down, and the wild birds they warble with a low moaning sound. Down in the hollow where the water runs cold, it was there I first listened to the lies that you told. Now I lie on my back, see your sweet face. The past I remember, time cannot erase. And the letters you wrote me, they're all written in vain. And I know that your conscience still echoes my name. Well, the nights are so long, oh, and sorrow runs deep. Nothing is worse than a night without sleep. I walk out alone and look at the sky, too empty to sing and too lonesome to cry. If the men were all blackbirds and the men were all thrushes, I'd lie there for hours in the chilly cold marshes. If the men were all squirrels with them high bushy tails, I'd fill up my shotgun with rock salt and nails. I'd fill up my shotgun with rock salt and nails. I'd fill up my shotgun with rock salt and nails.
All right, we're gonna play one of our own songs here. There's a song called Square Mountain Road. We played this one quite a bit, and we got to record it. And I wrote it about my hometown, and my daughter Josie grew up listening to this song, getting played every Thursday night underneath her bedroom when she tried to go to sleep. So this is Square Barn Road, and Mark kicks it off. It sounds something like this.
When I was 15 years, took my daddy's Trans Am out. 8 cylinders, 16 beers, teach the devil to shout, boy shout. Going down, going down, going down that old Square Barn Road. Going down, going down, going down that Square Barn Road. Hit 130, I was told, just like riding on that storm. Going down, going down, going down that old Square Barn Road. Going down, going down, going down that Square Barn Road. But that night we on the road, moon was high above the corn. Hit 130, I was told, just like riding on that storm. Going down, going down, going down that old Square Barn Road. Going down, going down, going down that Square Barn Road. Now the ghosts, they're all gone, receding in the rearview mirror. Radio plays a different song, how can a road just disappear? When I was 15 years, took my daddy's Trans Am out. 8 cylinders, 16 beers, teach the devil to shout, boy shout. Going down, going down, going down that old Square Barn Road. Going down, going down, going down that Square Barn Road. Going down, going down, going down that old Square Barn Road. Going down, going down, going down that Square Barn Road.
Thank you.
What's that, the banjo off the tune again? This next song we're going to do is by actually a local Milwaukee-based band called the Dead Horses, who we got to play with that Winter Bluegrass Festival. And yeah, this one we learned during the COVID period also, and it's called Turntables. In the arms of the lover, in the arms of your son, you lay your head heavy, you're the only one. Won't you sit for a while, won't you rest yourself? You know it ain't such a shame to have lost yourself. Oh, it ain't such a shame to have lost yourself. A bottle of cheap red wine, all my sacred sins and all your dirty lies, and a ride and a ride and a ride and a ride. Oh, I keep riding even when I don't know why. I keep riding even when I don't know why.
Said if my heart were a turntable and my belly was my speaker and my soul the needle. Ooh, said if my heart were a turntable and my belly was the speaker and my soul the needle. Meet me in the garden by the flowers blue, where the trees stretch and wrap themselves around you, and they fill you up till you don't know what to do. On a winter's night when everything is new. On a winter's night when everything is new. Said if my heart were a turntable and my belly was a speaker and my soul the needle. Ooh, said if my heart were a turntable and my belly was a speaker and my soul the needle.
Thank you very much.
So I think Jeff wrote this next song, didn't you, Jeff?
I did.
Not that long ago, within the last couple of years. I don't think we have a recording of this one yet. We're going to have to take care of that. Maybe this weekend.
Well, I got my music, got my friends. I've been on the straight side and the bends. Got all these memories I can't shake. I drank the whiskey, drank the beer. Now it's time to get out of here. If you want something, you gotta take it. When one door opens, another closes. Life ain't no bed of roses, but it's gonna be alright after all. When one door shuts, another's open wide. To get to heaven, you have to die, but it's gonna be alright after all. After all. There are nights when I'm alone and the worry's heavy like a stone. Morning it can seem a distant thing. When the dawn it finally breaks and I shook those midnight shakes, I'll still have some songs left to sing. When one door opens, another closes. Life ain't no bed of roses, but it's gonna be alright after all. When one door shuts, another's open wide. To get to heaven, you have to die. But it's gonna be alright after all. After all. After all is said and done, I've lost a lot less than I've won. I'm gonna ride this winning streak all the way. When the music finally stops and that last answer drops, I'm taking comfort, tomorrow's another day. When one door opens, another closes. Life ain't no bed of roses, but it's gonna be alright after all. When one door shuts, another's open wide. To get to heaven, you have to die. But it's gonna be alright after all. After all.
Thank you, thanks. Woo. Hey, that was Tina Thompson on the vocals there. Only 6 words, but you sang the heck out of them. This next one's another original too. I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've ever played this in front of anybody that's not on the stage right now. So hope you all like it. It's called "Hard to Know the Reason Why."
Sometimes the bad guys win and the good guys aren't so good. Sometimes the story don't end the way you think it should. No matter how fast you run, sometimes the kite won't fly. When heartbreak is the trend, it's hard to know the reason why. I try to draw my strength from every breath I take. I try to stay the course, to bend and still not break. When ugliness is the norm and beauty walks on by, salvation seems but a myth. It's hard to know the reason why. My oh my, it's hard to know the reason why. I try to draw my strength from every single breath I take. I try to stay the course, to bend and still not break. But when ugliness is the norm and beauty walks on by, salvation seems but a myth. It's hard to know the reason why. My oh my, it's hard to know the reason why. Devotion is a tattered flag hanging useless in the sky. When love eternal turns infernal, it's hard to know the reason why. Sometimes the bad guys win and the good guys aren't so good. Sometimes the story don't end the way you think it should.
going to follow up that vocal performance? Oh, that's right, Ian.
Yeah, so they let me sing a little bit. Sorry. This is a song that is typically played as an instrumental, and I found some words for it, and I love to do quirky things with fiddle tunes, so this is a fiddle tune with words.
Live by the river all my life. Don't know nothing but the toil and strife. Can't go home again, can't go home again. East and west that highway roll. Lord have mercy on my soul. I miss my blue-eyed baby, oh my pretty little blue-eyed baby. River's deep and the river's wide, and the devil stands on either side. Can't go home again, can't go home again. East and west that highway roll. Lord have mercy on my soul. I miss my blue-eyed baby, oh my pretty little blue-eyed baby. Pretty little girl I love so well. She going to heaven and I'm going to hell. Can't go home again, can't go home again. East and west that highway roll. Lord have mercy on my soul. I miss my blue-eyed baby, oh my pretty little blue-eyed baby. East and west that highway roll. Lord have mercy on my soul. I miss my blue-eyed baby, oh my pretty little blue-eyed baby. Thank you very much.
Thanks again, everyone. Once again, it's just so awesome to be here. It's very bittersweet for us. We worked really hard over the COVID break, and now we only have a few shows left with all of us. So it's really special to be here tonight. Thank you very much.
And you know who worked really hard over the COVID break was Ian, because he learned a whole new instrument, and he's going to showcase that right now with the tune that, in some ways, was your invitation to play bluegrass, right? It's one of the first kind of bluegrassy songs you've heard, right?
Yeah, I'm from Boston, and I did not come to bluegrass naturally. In fact, the first time that I ever heard bluegrass really was playing with Jeff and the rest of the band at the time. And that the notable exception to that is a Bill Frisell album called Nashville. It had Jerry Douglas and Adam Steffi and a bunch of bluegrass greats from Nashville on it. Ron Block, yeah, absolutely fantastic record. So we're going to play a song from that record.
job, Ian.
Thank you very much.
All right, this next one is a Guy Clark tune. It's always been one of my favorite tunes. Love the words, and it's called Stuff That Works. I got an old blue shirt and it fits me just right. I like the way it fits, so I wear it all the time. Have an old guitar and it never stays in tune. I like the way it sounds in a dark and crowded room. I got an old pair of boots and they fit me just right. I can work all day and I can dance all night. Have an old used car and it runs just like a top. I get the feeling it ain't never gonna stop. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, the kind of stuff you don't hang on the wall. Stuff that's real, stuff you feel, the kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. Got a good friend and she's seen me at my worst. Can't tell if I'm a blessing or a curse, but she always shows up when the chips are down. That's the kind of stuff I'd like to be around. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, the kind of stuff you don't hang on the wall. Stuff that's real, stuff you feel, the kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. Well, the woman I love, she's crazy and she paints like God. Has a playground sense of justice, she don't take odds. Have a tattoo with her name right through my soul. Swear that everything she touches turns to gold. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, the kind of stuff you don't hang on the wall. Stuff that's real, stuff you feel, yeah, the kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. Stuff that works, the kind of stuff you reach for when you fall.
The Oak Street Ramblers. How about this? They're gonna do another one yet, but before we go, we want to remind you that next week we have the Django Reinhardt inspired Harmonious Whale here. It's gonna be a great show, so please stop in. There's something else we want to say. We want to say thank you. We want to thank you to everybody who got vaccinated, because the truth is, the CDC guidelines today, You know, I've been working with this team here for the last 3 months. And today was the first day I got to see some faces. I got to see faces and smile. See, they get to see my face because I'm up here by myself. But I've not seen them, and it was just a touching thing. So please go out and get your shots, all right? And let's have the Oak Street Ramblers play one out and see you next week. And we'll come see you at the Harmony and the Tyranina, all right?
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
I know you're either gonna miss me when I'm gone. I know you're either gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. Laid down last night, Lord, I could not take my rest. Laid down last night, Lord, I could not take my rest. My mind was wandering like two wild geese in the west. I know you right are gonna miss me when I'm gone. I know you right are gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. might shine my light through cool Colorado rain. I know you right are gonna miss me when I'm gone. I know you right are gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. I'm gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms.
Thank you very much.
Good job.